Help me, brother.
Shen Yu, your brother is here to pick you up.
My brother is here.
Hurry up and pack your things.
How did she get so thin? You've been at the Jinxin Academy for 3 years. You must have learned your lesson by now.
Brother.
Yu.
You've been working hard training the troops these past few days. I prepared a nutritious lunch for you.
Okay. Come on, let's go home. Stop. You've been away for 3 years, and you're still this willful, aren't you?
Miss, the Marshal postponed the most important arms deal just to come pick you up. You should just get in the car.
Get in the car now. Don't keep father and mother waiting. They're looking forward to having you home.
What parents do I have? Have you forgotten? I'm a child from the orphanage.
What nonsense are you saying? Don't you forget. You are a daughter of the Shen family. No matter what, you are still a Shen.
Really? I think Shen Shishi is the real heiress of the Shen family. As for me, if I had known you would ruin me like this, I would have rather stayed in the orphanage forever.
What right do you have to resent us? We brought you back from the orphanage. We gave you the best of everything. It's you who didn't value yourself. You brought disgrace upon our family. You were locked up in the Jinxin Academy for 3 years, and you still show no remorse. It seems you haven't had enough time in there.
Why am I here?
You! What are you doing? King Yu, how could you do such a thing?
Shameless creature.
Shen Yu, I don't have a sister as disgraceful as you.
Brother, I didn't. Please believe me.
The Shen family has no place for a shameless daughter like you. Someone take her back to the Jinxin Academy. Let her reflect on her mistakes.
I didn't, brother. I was too naive. I thought finding my birth parents would give me the family I never had.
Stop pretending and get in the car. My patience has its limits. You think you can cut ties with the Shen family and live on your own?
That's right. I am cutting all ties with the Shen family. From now on, the Shen family will have no daughter named Shen Qingyu.
Cut ties? That's a joke. Even if you die, you'll still be a Shen. Your name too. It'll be carved into the Shen family registry.
Severe liver stagnation. The illness has taken hold. You have at most 3 months left. Any unfinished business? Better go settle it.
I'm dying anyway. And what's there to be afraid of? Since you won't let me leave, don't regret it later.
What? You were just talking tough. Changed your mind already?
Get in the car. Some things I need to say face to face.
All right, stop being stubborn. Once you're home, drop that rebellious attitude. Be filial to our parents and get along with Chi-Chi. Don't let their 3 years of worrying about you be in vain.
Worry? They still remember they have a daughter like me? The Jingshin Academy isn't some isolated place. They could have visited any time. Letters were sent weekly by newsboys. Yet for 3 years, they never came to see me once. Never sent a single letter. That's what you call worry? If you'd visited just once, I wouldn't have been driven to a terminal illness in there.
The Jingshin Academy is a place for reflection. Our parents sent you there, hoping you'd truly repent. They didn't want to disturb you, afraid you couldn't find peace.
A place for reflection? Do you know what kind of life I lived in there? A living hell. Do you know what kind of life I lived in there? A living hell. Let go of me, let go, let me go.
Save your breath. Every woman who ends up here has committed a grave mistake. You're not getting out of here without paying a price.
I want to go home, I want to go home.
You still think you're some kind of precious young lady? Your family sent you here. That means they've completely given up on you. If you don't behave, you'll be in for a world of hurt. Let this be a lesson to all of you. This is what happens when you disobey.
What? We just sent you there for some simple living, to study women's precepts and cultivate feminine virtues. And you think it's a living hell? I think you were just too spoiled at home. Back then, when you did that shameful thing, didn't you think about the consequences?
I'm shameless? I told you I didn't do it. Did any of you believe me?
Here we go again. You're going to say again that Chi-Chi framed you, right? Stop projecting your own pettiness onto someone with integrity. Chi-Chi and I grew up together. I know her character. She would never do something so vile.
After the incident happened, you wouldn't listen to my side. You didn't investigate properly. You just shipped me off to Jingshin Academy. Now, of course, you can say whatever you want.
Do you think this is something to be proud of? If we hadn't sent you away, we'd be airing our dirty laundry for all to see. Enough. We're almost home. To welcome you back, Mother and Father have prepared a family dinner. From now on, try not to be so willful, okay?
I heard that Chi-Chi's latest work before she returned home was selected for the French art salon, and Chi-Chi is bringing back something else with her this time, a fine boyfriend.
Before Jixi went abroad, I still thought of her as my little girl. Who would have thought that in just 2 years, she'd be ready for marriage?
It's so fast. Aunt, I heard your future brother-in-law is the second son of the Capital Chamber of Commerce. His family is very prominent.
Never mind his family background. As long as he's good to our Chi-Chi, her happiness is our happiness.
Yes, absolutely. As long as he's good to Chi-Chi, we're all happy.
Yes.
Such a happy, harmonious family. So this so-called family dinner was never meant to welcome me back. It's for Shen Chi-Chi, to celebrate her return from abroad.
Father, Mother, Qingyu and I are home.
Why is this Jinx back? And dressed so shabbily?
You're back.
Qingyu, let me get a good look at you. You've lost weight. Why are you dressed like this? Didn't I have someone send you new clothes?
New clothes? Are you sure? I haven't seen a single thread.
Playing the victim again. Cousin, it's been 3 years. How are you still so low and despicable?
3 years apart, and you're still just as vile.
You?
Speaking of new clothes, forget about it, Jinxin Academy. I never saw any at the Shen family either.
Shen Tingyu. You saying that is just wrong, isn't it? In the 2 years you were at the Shen family, you had the best of everything for food and lodging. The tailor would bring you a batch of the latest fashions every month. Jewelry and accessories. The merchants would send those over too, for you to pick from. You say you haven't even worn any new clothes? Aren't you ashamed?
Why should I be ashamed? All that fine silk and satin, the jewelry and accessories, I never laid eyes on any of it.
All right, that's enough. Qingyu just got back and you two are already fighting. It's not that big a deal. Haoyun, first have someone go to my room and fetch some old clothes. Just let Qingyu change into those.
Shen Tingyu. Mother is speaking kindly to you. What's with the attitude? You come home and immediately start trouble, is that it? Seems to me your time at Jinxin Academy wasn't long enough.
When you're unhappy, you treat me like a servant. When you're pleased, you toss me a couple of old rags to wear. And just because I refuse to be pushed around, I'm the one starting trouble?
Come on, Haoyun, let it go.
No, Mother. Today, we have to settle this score with her properly, so she doesn't go around making wild accusations later. Steward.
Marshal, I'm here.
Bring me the account books. We need to settle this account with her properly. Let's see exactly how many clothes and accessories she received in the Shen family these past 2 years.
Marshal, this...
What are you standing around for? Go. I want to see what you have to say for yourself.
Mr. Shen. Mrs. Shen.
What's the meaning of this?
These jewels and dresses were indeed not given to Miss Qingyu.
What? Didn't I tell you? Every woman in the household was supposed to get a share.
Marshal, please calm your anger. It was your dad who said Miss Qingyu just returned from the orphanage. If she suddenly receives so many rewards, he fears she might squander them. So he had me give them all to Miss Ichi.
Aoyun, I know you care for your sister, but the people I've seen are more than you've ever known. I know when the poor come into money, they're most prone to reckless spending. I just wanted Qingyu to understand, that wealth and status don't come easy.
Wealth and status? The wealth and status of yours, I've never enjoyed any of it. Don't come easy? I've suffered plenty, though.
How dare you? How dare you speak to Uncle like that? Uncle is teaching you a lesson. Even if he's wrong, it wasn't intentional.
If you dare scold me one more time, I'll tear your mouth off.
Has she gone mad? How has she become so fierce now?
What about the clothes? Why weren't any clothes given to her?
Mrs. Shen said, Miss Qingyu doesn't need so many fine clothes. Miss Qixi has many friends. She socializes and entertains outside. So they were all given to Miss Qixi. Marshal, I didn't know that you didn't know.
Mother, is what he said true?
Well? Qingyu, I just didn't want Jixi to think that now that you're back, we don't love her anymore.
Oh, really? So to make your precious adopted daughter happy, I'm just supposed to live a hard life? So my own birth mother actually thinks I don't deserve nice clothes.
All right, Qingyu. Even if our family didn't get you new clothes, couldn't you have spent your own money to get some new outfits?
Mr. Shen, you really are blind and heartless. Why would you think I have money to buy myself new clothes?
What do you mean? Are you saying that for the past 2 years, you haven't received any money from home?
Military affairs keep me busy. I'm swamped with work every day. How could I possibly have time to manage these domestic affairs?
I just thought since she just came back from the orphanage, she probably wouldn't need that much money.
Right. I'm not worthy. Because I came back from the orphanage. I didn't want to be a burden. So every day I run errands for classmates to earn a few coins just to buy my own ink and brushes.
Come on, take it. Here, take it. Take it from me. Here.
Guys, here's the lunch I brought for you. Your homework is all done.
Take your payment. Now get lost. Come on, let's keep going.
until I was dying that I realized my parents never loved me at all.
All right, Qingyu. I handled things poorly. But both you and Xixi are my daughters. I could never play favorites. Don't take it to heart.
Mrs. Shen's words. I used to believe them too. But why is it that when I said I loved painting and wanted to study art, you said I'd never been to school and didn't understand art? Then you turned around and hired 3 tutors for Shen Tishi just to teach her. Well, I could only beg classmates to lend me those art books I couldn't afford.
Enough. Mother didn't mean it. She's already humbled herself, apologizing to you. And you're still pushing it too far.
All right, all right. That's all in the past. Why keep bringing it up? Let's not dredge up old grievances at this family dinner.
Uncle?
Father, Mother, what are you arguing about?
Xixi.
Xixi.
You're here.
Mother.
Let me get a good look at you. Oh my, wonderful.
This must be Mr. Zhu.
Greetings, Mr. Shen.
Truly a talented young man.
Xixi is my most precious little sister. If you don't treat her well, I won't let you off easy.
Don't worry, Marshall. I'll treat Jichi well. To be able to marry someone like her, so talented and kind-hearted, is my good fortune.
Ah, then we can rest easy.
Oh, right. Brother, what were you all doing just now? Is sister back?
Well... Yes. You and your sister are both back today? Perfect timing. Our whole family hasn't been together in so long. Please, take your seats. Everyone sit down.
Yes.
Come on, take a seat.
Good, everyone. Sit down.
Everyone sit.
Come on, sit down. Good, sit. Everyone, sit down. Sit.
Eat more.
Qingyu, this dinner tonight was carefully prepared by your mother. Whatever you have to say it after the meal.
Whether she prepared it carefully or not, what does it have to do with me? There's no place for me anyway.
Steward, what's going on?
Marshal, this was arranged according to the old custom.
Are you blind? Can't you see Qingyu is back?
But Miss Qingyu never ate at the table when she was home before.
Eat more. You've gotten so thin.
Okay.
Don't be so picky, okay? Here, Tixie, eat more. These are all your favorite dishes.
Thank you, Mother.
What are you standing there for? Come eat.
I'm not hungry. You all go ahead.
I had the kitchen make this especially for you.
Okay.
I've never eaten at the table before. Don't you all know that? This family has never had a place for me.
You've been back for so long now, couldn't you have just spoken up and asked?
I did ask. Did anyone care?
Steward, did Miss Qingyu ever ask about it?
My apologies, Marshal. She did mention it. But the tables, chairs, bowls, and chopsticks in the house had already been arranged according to custom. I got busy and forgot.
You useless fool. Don't bother coming back tomorrow. Get out.
Marshal, please forgive me. Marshal, please forgive me.
All right. The steward didn't do it on purpose. Go get the bowls, chopsticks, and a chair now.
Yes.
Everyone, please continue. Qingyu, look. We were neglectful in the past. We let you feel wronged. That's why we made all these dishes. They're all your favorites. Come, take a seat.
These dozens of dishes are all Shen-Shishi's favorites. And 2 of them are things I can't even eat.
Today is also the day Jixi returned. Making her favorite dishes is only natural. Don't push it.
Oh. Then what do I like to eat? Go on, tell me. Can't say it, can you? Since you can't say it, stop pretending to be so kind to me.
Sister, don't be angry. What would you like to eat? I'll go make it for you, okay? As long as you're not angry, I'll do anything.
Fine. Then go make it right now.
Wait. Cixi. She already took your place. Why should you cook for her?
Shen Xingyu, yes. Maybe the family neglected you before, but now we've gotten you bowls and chopsticks and set a chair for you. Yet you're forcing Cixi to cook for you. That's just wrong.
My fault? She offered it herself. Pretending to yield, but actually forcing the issue. Shen Cixi, that pitiful act of yours. You just never get tired of playing it, do you?
I'm not.
Enough! You shut your mouth. A perfectly good family dinner. And you have to ruin everyone's appetite. Considering you just returned from Jingshin Academy, I won't hold it against you. Now, either shut up and eat or get back to your room.
Shut up, I won't. This meal, I don't think anyone should eat it. I don't think anyone should eat it.
Shen Xingyu, have you lost your mind?
Yes, I have lost my mind. You drove me to it. Happy now?
You...
How did you become like this?
How did I become like this? It started 3 years ago when you sent me to Jingshin Academy. Shen Xingyu died that day.
You ungrateful wretch. How dare you bring that up? A young lady from a respectable family. Crawling into Mr. Song's bed. You caused a huge family scandal. And you dare blame us for sending you to cultivate feminine virtues.
What family scandal? Your adopted daughter framed your own flesh and blood. She was willing to ruin my reputation. That's the real family scandal.
What are you implying?
Father, I didn't.
It's all right.
What happened 3 years ago? It's not that I couldn't defend myself. It's that you all chose to believe only one side. You locked me away in Jingshin Academy for 3 years.
That's nonsense. Everyone knows what really happened 3 years ago. You clearly tried to seduce him, trying to force a marriage into a wealthy family. What's there for you to argue?
I tried to seduce him? Fine, let me ask you this. Who invited Song Jian to our house?
You.
Yes, I invited Song Jian, but I never imagined my sister would be so bold. You drugged his tea. How could she do such a thing?
Drugged? How do you know that so well? I drugged him? Did you see it with your own eyes?
How could I have seen it? That's what Song Jian said. If you don't believe me, go ask him.
You know perfectly well Song Jian went abroad to study 2 years ago. You can't ask him. However, that kind of drug requires a prescription to purchase. And the only place that could issue that prescription was one pharmacy. Guotai Pharmacy. Who exactly drugged her 3 years ago will be clear once we check.
This matter is already shameful enough. Must we really air our dirty laundry in public over this?
What's past is past. Must you keep dredging it up?
Back then, you only listened to Shen Qixishi's side of the story, and you sent me away that very night. Now the truth is right before your eyes, yet you refuse to investigate. Are you unwilling or are you afraid? What? Are you also afraid of?
Fine. Since you harbor such resentment, someone bring the manager of Guotai Pharmacy here to me, and bring his patient records as well.
Brother.
What is it, Cixi?
Back then, Father didn't even let the servants know about my sister's scandal to prevent it from spreading. Wouldn't bringing it up now be...
It's all right, Cixi. I'm just going to ask some questions. I won't say too much.
It's fine.
Greetings, General Marshal, Madam.
Manager, I'm asking you. On March 25th, 3 years ago, did Miss Qingyu visit your pharmacy for a consultation or to get medicine?
Marshal, allow me to check the patient records.
Have you found it?
Yes, I found it. Miss Qingyu did not come.
What? Then who did?
It was... Marshall, to be perfectly honest, there was a fire at our pharmacy yesterday. It burned some of the patient records. The ones that burned happened to be some records from 3 years ago.
They're gone? Which means you have no idea who bought the medicine back then.
That's right.
What a coincidence. The moment I start investigating, they burn up. And of all things, the ones from 3 years ago. Tell me, who put you up to this?
Marshall, no one put me up to it. I'm telling the truth.
Sister, please stop pressuring him. Look how terrified he is.
Enough. You may leave for now.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's just me.
Shen Qingyu, I brought the man for you. All the necessary questions were asked. What more do you have to say?
Even without a witness, this story is full of holes. Song Ji-an was already engaged to another family. If I wanted to climb the social ladder, why wouldn't I target a man who could make me his wife?
Hey, you came from an orphanage. What kind of judgment could you have? Maybe you were just perfectly willing to be someone's concubine.
You think everyone is like you? Perfectly willing to be someone's lapdog.
If you dare speak nonsense again, I won't be polite.
I'm not being polite right now.
How dare you hit me?
I hit you, so what? Do I need a special day for it?
Oh, Qingyu, you've gone too far. Shunfang is still your cousin.
What's going on? This wretch is really fierce today. Sister, I know you hate me for not helping you cover up that scandal back then. But this has nothing to do with our cousin. I apologize to you. Please don't take your anger out on others.
I was so busy dealing with him earlier. I forgot to deal with you.
Oh, Shishi. Shishi, are you all right?
Shen Xingyu, you're insane.
Achishi.
I'm going to die anyway. What's a few slaps to you people?
You ungrateful girl! You dare hit your sister? This is outrageous. Your injury.
This? What happened? Qingyu, the injury on your back.
Jinxin Academy.
Mom.
Jinxin Academy is a place for quiet retreat, isn't it? How did it end up like this?
Mom.
It's all right.
I'm in so much pain.
Qingyu, tell me, what exactly happened?
Aren't these all you're doing?
Hey, Qingyu! Sunfeng, you study medicine. Quick, check her out. What's the situation?
What's there to see? When she was bullying Chi-Chi just now, she was so energetic. She's faking it, right? Hey. Wake up.
Lu Sunfeng. She's my biological sister. She's your biological cousin. No matter what, you can't be so cold-blooded to her.
How she treated me just now and how she treated Chi-Chi. Isn't Chi-Chi pitiful too?
It doesn't hurt.
I'll compensate Chi-Chi for that. You check her first. What exactly is going on?
Wretch. You'd better have a terminal illness and die.
This pulse?
What does it mean?
This
arm.
This. She went to Jingshan Academy or the Ministry of Justice prison. Her body is covered in injuries. New injuries on top of old ones. Her finger bones are fractured too. And
what?
And her pulse?
What are you doing?
Qingyu, you just fainted? Shunfeng was checking your pulse. Be good. Let him finish checking your pulse first.
No need. I know my own body well.
Shen Xingyu, my patience has limits. If you don't cherish your own body anymore, if you keep this up, I won't care about you anymore.
I don't need you to care. I never wanted to come back in the first place. It was you who forced me to come back. Just one night, and you made me relive the past grievances all over again.
It's not what you think.
Mom.
King-yu.
Mom. Mom.
No matter what I say, you never believe me. I've had enough of you too. I came today, just to cut ties with you.
Shen Ting-yu.
What are you talking about? Such treasonous words.
Shen Ting-yu died 3 years ago. From now on, I have nothing to do with your Shen family.
King-yu, your injury.
You ungrateful child. What a disgrace to our family. What a disgrace to our family.
Uncle, aunt. King-yu's pulse. It's a bit strange.
What's going on?
Her pulse is erratic, fast and slow, without pattern. It's like...
Like what? Spit it out.
It's like the pulse of a dying person.
What?
How can that be? Are you sure?
I'm not certain. You all know I studied Western medicine. My knowledge of traditional Chinese medicine is only superficial.
Maybe it's because of that injury she has?
She went to the Jingxin Academy just for quiet cultivation. She wasn't lacking food or clothing. How did she end up like this? Are you sure you're not mistaken?
It's possible I made a mistake. She seemed quite energetic when she was bullying Qixi earlier. Maybe she's just faking it.
Brother. It hurts.
There, Shixi. Let Sunfeng take a look at you.
Hey, Haoyun, where are you going so late?
I'm going to find Qingyu and get some answers.
Hey.
Hey! That kid.
It's snowing so hard. Where do you think you're going alone? Come back with me.
I've already said I'm not going back.
I came out personally to get you. What more do you want?
What a great honor. Someone like me is hardly worthy of your favor.
You? Enough. Shunfeng said you're not well. Be good, I'll take you home. I'll find you a doctor. Get you properly checked out, and those injuries of yours.
How many times must I repeat myself? I said I'm not going back. Today, whether it snows or rains knives, I will not go back.
Fine, don't you regret it? Don't come begging me to come back for you.
Don't worry, I won't regret it.
Tingyu. This fountain pen, isn't this pen a gift from Qingyu? Isn't this pen a gift from Qingyu?
This banquet must be a grand and lively affair.
Right.
Father, mother, brother. This is our first New Year together. I've prepared some gifts. I hope you'll accept them.
King-yu. This kind of cheap stuff, I can't be seen with it. From now on, don't waste your money.
It's not presentable.
All right, Qingyu. You may leave now. Be more careful in the future. If you're unsure about something, ask Qiqi for advice. She has a better eye for quality.
Brother.
Qiqi.
Oh, Jishi! Happy New Year, brother, father, mother. Where's my New Year's gift?
We had it ready for you long ago. We had someone bring it back from abroad.
Your mother, knowing you love to dress up for the new year, had someone overseas buy the most fashionable dress early on. Go try it on. See if it fits.
Ha ha ha, great.
Look how happy Jikshi is.
Qingyu used to be gentle and sensible. When did she start? To become the person she is now? And where did all those injuries on her body come from? Even this pen went missing without my knowledge. Could it be that what happened 3 years ago truly has some hidden truth?
Sir, I know I was wrong. I beg you, don't send me away.
Considering you've served the Shen family for decades, I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself.
Just give the order, sir. As long as you don't send me away, I'll do anything you ask.
Go investigate for me the details of Jingxin Academy. Find out thoroughly exactly what Qingyu experienced inside that place.
Yes.
Stop right there. What's with all the panic?
Second, young miss, I have something to report to the young master.
Brother is meeting with guests inside. You can tell me. I'll pass it on to him later.
Well,
What matter in this household could I possibly not be allowed to hear?
it's really nothing much. It's just that the young master asked me to investigate Miss Qingyu's time at the Serenity Academy.
What? Oh, so what did you find out?
I never imagined Miss Qingyu had it so rough. Inside the Serenity Academy. The Serenity Academy is truly a gilded cage, all show, no substance. To make the girls who enter obey without question, the teachers inside it often resort to cruel punishments.
What else?
After Miss Qingyu entered, she was beaten every day, force-fed chili water. They even forced the young miss on snowy days to kneel in the snow. Crushed her fingers, tied her up and whipped her, only gave her spoiled food to eat. All this, we had no idea.
This, I absolutely cannot let brother or father and mother find out. Otherwise, I'm done for. All right, you may go. All this I will relay to brother.
Yes.
Brother, the steward just came to report on the matter you asked him to investigate.
How did it go? What did he find?
He said there's nothing wrong with the Serenity Academy. Sister Qingyu is at the Serenity Academy well-fed and well-dressed. She even has dedicated teachers looking after her every day. Yet she's been very uncooperative, constantly picking fights.
I knew it. The Serenity Academy has a sterling reputation. How could anything happen to her there? Those injuries of hers must have been something she inflicted on herself as an act.
I never would have thought. My sister would scheme so meticulously.
What a clever, self-inflicted suffering scheme. I almost fell for her act.
Shen Tingyu. You won't get a second chance in the Shen family.
Young Marshal, I have urgent news to report. According to our scouts, the Qin family from Haicheng arrived in Yuncheng last night.
The Qin family from Haicheng. That's the Qin family whose wealth rivals nations.
The Qins aren't just rich. Their eldest son, Qin Chuan, has been doing research abroad for years. Now, most of the world's military production lines are in their hands. I've heard even foreigners have to tone it down a notch when they see them. Brother, do you know them?
I only met their butler briefly in Haicheng last month. I've been wanting to connect with the Qins to get into the arms trade, but I haven't had the chance. This is no small deal. So I need to find an opportunity to pay them a visit.
This money should be enough for me to live here for a while.
Looks like I won't be able to wait for my brother to come back and take me away. Qingyu. You have to hang on. Once you get out, go to Haiqing and find my brother, Qin Chuan. Give him my last words and token. Let him know how my stepmother framed me.
Xiaoxi, wake up! Xiaoxi. After leaving the Shen family, there's only one thing left to do. Don't worry, Xiaoxi. The Qin family will be in Yuncheng soon. I'll make sure your things are delivered.
Please wait here for a moment, miss. I'll go inform the young master right away.
Shen Cheng from the Jining Military Department. I'm here to visit the head of the Qin family.
What are you doing here?
What is she doing here?
Yuncheng is a big city. Do I need to report to you? Young Master Shen, wherever I go?
This is the Qin resident. It's no place for a disobedient daughter like you. Get out of here now.
Father, maybe sister is out of money. She's come to the Qins to beg for a living.
Shen Xingyu! You have no shame, but the Shen family still has its dignity. Get out of my sight. Don't embarrass the Shen family.
Don't treat her like that.
Mother, she never tells the truth. Please don't take her side.
I'm no longer part of the Shen family. Have you forgotten? We cut ties long ago.
You,
child, why say such hurtful things?
Mother, don't let her fool you. She's lied to us again and again. I've already looked into it. You're just putting on an act. You're even playing the victim just to win our sympathy. You lord it over everyone at home.
A sympathy ploy? What is your sympathy worth? Is it worth all this effort?
no wonder you changed so much after coming home. You were deliberately putting on an act to torment us.
Sister, stop being so stubborn. We're not at home. Don't make a scene in front of others.
Shinshikshi, it seems I didn't hit you hard enough last time. You still haven't learned your lesson.
What are you trying to do to Jikshi? Shishi.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Mother. Brother, it's all my fault. I've upset my sister again.
Shishi, none of this is your fault. You did it all for us, for the Shen family's reputation, unlike some people. It's truly heartbreaking.
You're twisting the truth in front of outsiders. Aren't you ashamed? Why should I be?
Shen Xingyu. It's because I trusted you too much. I've already sent people to check at the Tranquil Heart Academy. They said you were living well there, and now you're putting on this act of being frail and weak. Who are you trying to fool?
Enough, Lieutenant Wang. Drag her away. What a disgrace.
I'm here to see the head of the Qin family. What right do you have to throw me out? Let go of me.
Ridiculous. Who do you think the head of the Qin family is? To meet with someone like you?
Sis, that's the most outrageous lie I've ever heard. Brother, has our sister gone mad? Let's send her to a mental hospital. We can't let her run wild out here.
What are you waiting for? Take her away.
Let me go. Let go. Let go.
Qingyu, what's wrong with you? Why are you coughing up blood, Qingyu?
Didn't you say I was faking it? Now I'll tell you. I'm terminally ill. Are you all satisfied now?
What? What kind of terminal illness? Qingyu, tell me, what's going on? Qingyu, talk to me. Were you lying to me? Qingyu.
The head of the Qin family has arrived.
I never expected. that this Qin Chuan, with all his power and influence, would actually be quite handsome.
Forget about Qingyu for now. Business comes first.
Mr. Qin.
The person who brought this jade pendant? Who is it?
It's this young lady.
Young lady. Miss.
Qingyu.
Qingyu!
Get a doctor now.
Yes, doctor.
What happened? Qin Chuan, why are you so concerned about this little cutie?
What exactly is the relationship between Qingyu and the Qin family?
Step aside.
It's not good. This young lady's condition. She's already at death's door. She's only hanging on by a thread. She could go at any moment.
What? At death's door? Qingyu really wasn't lying to me.
How could this happen?
Take her back to the room for equipment.
Young Master Qin. Qingyu is my sister. Let us in.
I'm sorry. The Qin family is not receiving guests today. Please leave.
How could this happen? How could this happen?
Mr. Qin's condition has stabilized for now.
Good work.
You're Mr. Qin? Xiaoxi's last words are all in the letter.
I never imagined that as soon as I went abroad, my wicked stepmother would start harming Xiaoxi. And I knew nothing about it. I caused Xiaoxi to lose her life for nothing.
I really envy Xiaoxi. She still had someone who cared for her, a brother who loved her. Well, I have nothing. I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to protect her. My condolences.
As for settling the score, I won't let a single one of them get away. I will avenge Xiaoxi. And you? Xiaoxi wrote in the letter that you were also harmed by your family. Do you need my help?
No need. I have nothing to do with the Shen family anymore. We're even.
Then, what are your plans for the future, on your own?
Thank you for your concern. My time is running out. There's no need to make plans for me. I only hope that I can, pass away quietly, alone.
Don't talk like that. I won't let you die. Besides, Xiaoxi also wanted you to live well, and from now on, you won't be all alone anymore. I want to adopt you as my younger sister. From now on, you'll be part of the Qin family.
Mr. Qin.
Let's just say it's to fulfill Xiaoxi's wish.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Qin, how is my daughter? How is she doing?
I'm here to tell you. I'm adopting Shen Qingyu as my sister. From now on, she is a member of my Qin family. You are not to harass her anymore.
What?
How can this be? She's gravely ill. I'm her mother. How could I possibly not care for her?
Exactly.
If Madame Shen truly cared so much for her, how could she have let her illness progress this far?
Mr. Qin, my daughter has a willful nature. I'm afraid I...
Commander Shen, you jest. Qingyu understands what's important. She's reasonable. Where does this willful talk come from?
But
Enough. My sister is sick. She needs rest. If there's nothing else, please leave. See them out.
Everyone, please leave.
That short-lived wretch Shen Qingyu is practically dead. Even with the Qin family's protection, it's just pudding. A few more Joss papers in her coffin.
How could Qingyu have a terminal illness? I actually pushed her.
Hey, I'll get it. Brother, let me do it.
Thank you.
For what? It's what a sister should do. It's all those rebels' fault. They beat you up like this. If I had been there, I would have protected you, brother. I wouldn't have let you get hurt.
I'm a young commander. Do I need my own little sister to protect me?
I know my abilities are limited. So I personally brewed this medicinal soup for you. I hope you get better soon.
In the future, this kind of thing can be left to the servants.
What the servants brew is just soup. What I'm brewing is my heart.
Qingyu, you have such a serious illness and you didn't even tell your brother? Just how unworthy of your trust am I?
Brother, you wanted to see me? What are you doing? Brother, what did I do wrong?
Lu Sunfeng, how can you call yourself a doctor? Qingyu is so terribly sick, and you actually told me she's faking it?
No. How was I supposed to know? That kind of person is full of tricks. Who knows if it's real or not?
You?
Besides, didn't you investigate Jingshan Academy? She was living comfortably inside. How could I know she was that sick?
No way. I still have to go there myself. Jingshan Academy.
Mr. Qin, spare my life. Please spare us. We know we were wrong.
Mr. Qin, it's not my fault, it's her. She uses a whip every day to whip Qin Shi and Shen Qingyu.
You're lying. No, it's her. She took the finger press and used it on the two of them to crush their fingers. Please spare me.
What whip and finger press?
How could such things happen?
You knew Shandi had a persistent high fever, but refused to send her to the hospital, and deliberately withheld charcoal for heat. Yet now you're here accusing each other. The entire Jingshan Academy. Who hasn't suffered from your two's abuse?
Who gave you the nerve to dare use private punishment on my sister?
Young Marshal, it was someone. Who paid me to torture Miss Shen? Young Marshal, spare my life. Spare me!
You tell me clearly, who exactly is it?
I don't know. It was a woman. She came at night.
A woman.
Young Marshal. She came in the Marshal's car. I thought the Marshal's residents didn't want Miss Shen to go back. Spare me, Young Marshal. Young Marshal.
A woman from the Marshal's residence? Other than my aunt? Who else could it be? I'm warning you, don't make wild accusations.
She really did come in the Marshal's car. How would I dare lie to you, Young Marshal?
Take these two back and interrogate them thoroughly. As for this Serenity Academy, I don't see any reason for it to exist anymore.
Take them away.
Spare us, please, Young Marshal. Mr. Qin.
Qingyu.
You must be tired. Let me take you back first.
I'm fine, brother.
I'll handle things here. Don't worry.
Qingyu. Qingyu, wait.
Is there anything else, young Marshal Shen?
Qingyu, I'm sorry. I really didn't know. Jingxin Academy was such an evil place.
Of course you didn't know. In these 3 years, did you ever come to see me?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. Qingyu, can you forgive me?
Brother? I think you're Shen Shixi's brother. Not mine.
Qingyu. I will definitely get to the bottom of this. What happened 3 years ago? I'll give you an answer.
Brother. It's not like we meant to hurt her. I think she just climbed up the Qin family's social ladder and looks down on us now.
Shut up. Stop stirring up trouble.
What does this have to do with me?
I told you to investigate carefully. Jingxin Academy. And you actually told me Qingyu was doing well there. I went to check myself. That place was a living hell.
I have been wronged, young master. When did I ever say that? That Qingyu was doing well?
You still dare to argue?
Please investigate thoroughly, young master. I found out Miss Qingyu was being abused every day. I came back and reported it to the second young miss. She said she reported it to you.
You're saying you reported it to Zixi? You said you reported it to Zixi.
Yeah, didn't the second young miss tell you? Over the past 3 years, Miss Qingyu tried to escape 5 times. She was caught every time. To punish her, they force-fed her chili water, made her kneel as punishment, crushed her fingers, and pulled out her fingernails. The last time, they nearly beat her to death. Since then, Miss Qingyu hasn't tried to escape again.
Sister is at the Tranquil Heart Academy. She eats well, dresses well, and has dedicated teachers taking care of her every day.
I understand. What happened today must not be told to anyone. You may leave.
Yes.
Over the past 3 years, how many more things have I been kept in the dark about? Could it be that everything Qingyu has said was true all along?
Brother. It's so late. Why aren't you resting yet?
Shishi, is there something you're hiding from me?
No, why would you ask that, brother?
Really?
Brother. Chichi doesn't know what I did wrong. But if I did anything wrong, it's only because I was so afraid of losing you all.
Is that so? You know, I don't like it when people lie. Don't you dare lie to me.
How could I ever lie to you, brother?
Good.
Oh no. Could it be? He found something out?
Judging from your pulse, young lady, your condition has improved significantly.
That's wonderful.
This special medicine from abroad actually has truly remarkable restorative powers.
As long as you take the medicine on schedule, in the future, you'll be perfectly fine in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I'll take my leave now.
All right.
Brother, thank you.
Oh, you. Since you call me brother, there's no need for thanks. As for me, I failed to take good care of Xiaoxi. Being able to cure you is at least some consolation for me. By the way, after you recover, what do you plan to do?
I want to pick up the paintbrush again. In the past, I never had the chance to paint properly.
Good. These paints, and all these papers, brushes, and sketchbooks, deliver them to the mansion. Miss, the art supplies have all been purchased.
Thank you, Uncle Huang.
In that case, I'll take them back to the mansion now.
King Yu. King Yu, how have you been lately? It's so cold out. How could Chinchuan let you come out alone?
No need for your concern, young Marshal. My brother treats me very well. He knows I never had the chance before to paint properly. He specifically let me come out to buy art supplies.
It seems. You're happier in the Qin family than you were in the Shen family.
Of course. Uncle Wang, let's go.
Hey, wait a moment. Oh, right. I heard Song Jian has returned recently. What happened 3 years ago? I will definitely get to the bottom of it. I'll give you a proper explanation. Can you ever forgive me?
Talking about this now, don't you think it's a little late for that?
Who dares tie me up? You got a death wish.
Song Jian. I've been abroad for 2 years. You don't even recognize me?
Young Marshal Shen. Why did you tie me up? There must be some misunderstanding.
Let me ask you something. 3 years ago, you and my sister Qingyu, what really happened?
Why are you asking this again? Didn't I make myself clear before? Shen Qingyu was after wealth and status. She wanted to force me into marriage. She drugged my tea.
I'll give you one more chance. Are you going to talk or not?
Spare me, young Marshal. I'll talk. I'll tell you everything.
Who are you?
This is Song Jian, a classmate from my time abroad. This is my adopted sister. Hey, what, are you stunned?
She's the one who just came back from the orphanage.
What? You like her?
Me? How could I dare? I'm already engaged to the daughter of the Marshal's household. She can't exactly become my concubine, can she?
A concubine? That's not impossible. It just depends on if you have the guts.
You're saying... You mean...
All of this was instigated by Shen Shixi. She put me up to it. That's how it happened. Exactly like that. Shen Shixi said, after the incident, no one wanted Shen Qingyu anymore. 2 years later, she convinced her parents to give her to me as a concubine. Who would have thought, you people? You turned around and sent her straight to Serenity Academy.
My own sister, a concubine for you.
Ah!
So it's true. It really was Chi-Chi. She framed and tormented Qingyu. All this time, my parents and I trusted her so completely.
Commander, the second young miss is on the line. She's asking if you're coming home tonight.
Tell her I'm not coming back.
Yes, sir.
Shenji, where do you think you're going?
Brother? What are you doing back? Father, mother, what are you doing here?
If I didn't come back, how could I watch the show?
Hao-yun, what's the meaning of this? Calling us over so late at night?
Shishi, you were planning to go find her after you left, weren't you?
It was her. It was definitely her. She was the one who came in the middle of the night and handed me silver notes. Told me to make sure Shen Qingyu suffered.
What?
It's her. She came in the middle of the night with a banknote. Told me to make her suffer. Shen Qingyu.
Who are you? Why are you trying to drag me into this?
What's going on?
Hao-yun, you must have made a mistake.
No mistake. It was her. She came to the academy late at night, handed over a banknote. Said it'd be best if Shen Qingyu never made it out alive.
Take her away first.
It wasn't me. How could I possibly do such a thing? It wasn't me.
What about the one who framed Qingyu for adultery? Sung Jian has confessed everything. He told me himself that you put him up to it.
Sung Jian? Didn't he go abroad to study? Brother, you're not mistaken, are you? Ah!
Unfortunately, the very day he returned to the country, I had men waiting at the docks to bring him straight to the military camp.
Hao-yun, are you saying 3 years ago, Qingyu was wrongfully accused?
That's right. Father, mother, 3 years ago, she conspired with that Song fellow to frame Qingyu. Then she bribed people at the Serenity Academy to set Qingyu up.
To think the daughter I've always cherished could be this kind of person. Qingyu is your sister.
No. Brother, I was wrong. I was just so afraid of losing you all. I was afraid that if sister came back, you wouldn't love me anymore. It was just a momentary lapse in judgment. Brother!
A momentary lapse? The day Qingyu returned covered in wounds. I knew right then something was off. I sent someone to investigate the Serenity Academy, but you deliberately hid the findings, making us all misunderstand Qingyu. And you call this a momentary lapse? I think it's clearly premeditated. Guards! Drag her out of here.
Wait! Hold on! Father, I was wrong. Please forgive me, Father. Shen Qingyu is dying. The Qin family's doctor says she's beyond saving. Do you really want to lose? Do you really want to lose both your daughters?
You. Our Shen family has no one so vicious. Guards, throw her out of the Shen family.
No.
Hao-yun.
Cixi, all these years our Shen family has never mistreated you. But you've been such a disappointment.
Mother.
Sigh.
What are you waiting for? Our Shen family has nothing to do with this person anymore. Get her out. Go.
No, please. No, please, no! Brother, father, let me in.
Give Ishi. What's going on?
Brother Joe, you're all I have left now.
Don't cry, Chishi. What happened?
My sister, she bribed the servants to frame me and got me kicked out of the house.
How could a sister do that? That's just too much.
Joga. My brothers don't believe me. You won't be like them, will you?
Ishi, how could I not believe you? I've always had an eye for talent. What kind of famous masters haven't I seen? But the moment I first saw you, I was captivated by your talent. That first day we met, you were standing by the easel. I took one look at that painting and I knew you were the one I'd been looking for. Don't worry, you have real talent. Even if the Marshal's mansion doesn't want you, you'll still have me. Yuncheng is hosting an international art exhibition this week. I'll make sure you prove them all wrong. I'll make the Shen family see that they missed out on a truly gifted genius.
Zhouke, you're the only one who's good to me. But I'm not in the mood to paint right now. How about we just use my work from college for the exhibition?
Of course, your college work is no worse than those international masters paintings.
Once I make a name for myself at the exhibition, the Shen family will come crawling back sooner or later. That little bitch Shen Qingyu could never compare to me.
What? How could Chi-Chi be so vicious? Brother, it wasn't you? Brother, are you sure?
The evidence is right here. How could I be wrong? I really regret it. Why didn't I believe what Qingyu said back then? I've wronged you.
What do we do now? Bring our cousin back.
Right. We must bring Qingyu back. She's so sick now. I have to make it up to her.
It's not right for her to stay with the Qin family under such unclear circumstances. Bring her back and take good care of her. Even if she can't be cured, at least we tried our best.
Father, Mother, let's go bring Qingyu home together.
All right.
What's wrong? Are you feeling unwell?
I injured my fingers a long time ago. I can't hold a brush steady anymore.
Sweetie, stop struggling. Someone back at your home wants me to take good care of you.
What are you trying to do now?
I heard you can paint. Oh, after tonight?
Let's see how you hold a brush.
Those people were truly vicious.
It's fine. It's all in the past.
Let me see. I know an old Chinese medicine doctor. He's a master at treating bones and tendons. I'll take you to see him tomorrow. I'm sure he can heal your hands.
You've already done so much for me. I'm truly grateful, Qingyu. I dare not trouble you any further.
Your paintings are so exceptional. If these hands were wasted, that would truly trouble me.
In the past, my father and mother thought I didn't understand art. They only hired teachers for Shenxixi. They never supported me. I never thought a brother I've only known for a few days could become my kindred spirit. Brother, being your sister I dying is truly my blessing.
She's so guarded and cautious. Back at home, she must have suffered greatly. I absolutely won't let her repeat Xiaoxi's tragedy. Qingyu, your real blessing is yet to come. This month, Yuncheng is hosting an art exhibition. I will definitely make sure everyone sees your talent.
Sir, the Shen family requests an audience outside.
What do they want?
Qingyu.
Mr. Shen, our young lady has just recovered from a serious illness. Please keep it brief. Please don't press the matter.
That's absurd. We're family. How is that pressing the matter?
Commander Shen is truly strange. When I wanted to get along well, you only cared about Shen Zishi, and didn't care if I lived or died. Now that I want to cut ties with you, you keep saying we're family.
Qingyu, you're better now? Does that mean you're okay?
Whether I'm okay or not has nothing to do with you, Mrs. Shen.
Qingyu, we were wrong. I've looked into everything. We're all deceived by Shen Xixi. Can you forgive us?
Yes, cousin. Don't be angry anymore. When I opposed you before, it was all because Shen Shishi was stirring up trouble.
Qingyu, your brother has already kicked Shen Shishi out.
Shen 6C is despicable. But are you? Completely innocent? The way Shen Chi framed me back then wasn't flawless. If anyone had bothered to check, the flaws would have been obvious. I tried to explain myself, but no one took me seriously. You just blindly believed her side of the story. In the end, you still look down on me because I came from an orphanage. I didn't get a proper education, and I don't deserve to live under the same roof as you.
Qingyu. Back then we were wrong. But today we've come sincerely to apologize to you. Please forgive us, okay?
Yes, Qingyu. Look, the pen you bought for me, from now on, I'll carry it with me always.
Qingyu. Look, Dad is still wearing the pipe you bought. Mom brought the shawl you bought too.
Yeah. That winter, how much I suffered to save up the money and carefully prepare these gifts. But you all only looked down on them. Now you're suddenly willing to bring them out. Do you think this makes you respect me? Is that it? Should I be grateful? Or burst into tears?
That's not what we meant. This...
Qingyu, we've come to your door to apologize. Why do you have to be so unforgiving?
Just because you apologize, I have to accept it?
Then what do you want?
Are you deaf? I said it the first day I came back. I want to cut ties with you. Can't you understand plain language?
Shen Qingyu, we're family. Do you have to make this so ugly?
In the past, when I needed you, you never even looked at me. Now you suddenly say we're family again. Don't you think it's too late?
Fine. Now that you have the Qin family backing you, you think you're untouchable. So you humiliate your own parents to vent your anger.
Dad, Qingyu is just deeply hurt.
I don't have the time to specifically come and humiliate you, Commander Shen. From beginning to end, you've been the one humiliating yourself.
You... Mr. Qin, is this the good sister you've recognized? With you backing her up, she shows no respect for her elders and is unfilial to her parents. Do you mean to indulge her like this, letting her run wild?
My sister. Of course I indulge her. Qingyu is so sensible. I think Commander Shen should really reflect on this. How did you drive such a wonderful girl to this point?
Commander Shen, young Commander Shen. Our young lady needs to rest now. Please leave.
You, a mere servant, dare to speak to me, the young commander, like this?
Young Commander Shen, only because you share blood with our young lady did I make an exception and let you in. If you refuse to part ways amicably, then our Qin family has plenty of means.
What do you mean by that?
Our young lady is kind-hearted and soft-spoken. That's why she's wasting words with you. I, however, am not so easy to talk to.
She's kind-hearted and... soft-spoken.
See them out.
After you.
Outrageous! This ungrateful daughter. Her parents came in person to apologize. How dare she still give us attitude?
I think now that she has the Qin family's backing, she doesn't take us seriously.
I thought she was very sensible and would understand us.
Do you even listen to yourselves? What are you even saying? It's precisely because she was too sensible before that she ended up being bullied by Qixi.
For her sake, we've already sent Qixi away, and now she... If I'd known.
Known what? Mother, don't tell me you're going to bring Shen Qixi back. I absolutely disagree. Shen Qixi will not set foot in the Shen household.
That's not what I meant. I just think Qingyu has become far too domineering.
What are you doing here?
Brother, Father coughed a bit this morning. I made him some pear soup with rock sugar.
Then why aren't you going in?
Father's asleep. I don't want to wake him. I'll go in later after he wakes up.
All right, suit yourself. I'll get going now.
Brother, take care. It's windy today. Don't catch a cold.
Qingyu used to be such a gentle person. It's because we didn't know how to cherish her. No. I still have to bring her back. As long as we sincerely apologize, she'll come around eventually.
How dare she treat me like that? Why bother looking for her? Do you really think the Qin family will actually keep supporting her forever? They're not even related to her. What for?
Right. Haoyun. Don't worry, Qin Chuan owes her a favor right now. Treating her like a sister is just a temporary way to repay it. She can't just stay at the Qins forever.
Once she can't stay at the Qins anymore, she'll naturally come back. After all, her surname is Shen.
Exactly. Instead of begging for her attention, it's better to wait for her to come back on her own. Then she'll be the one begging us.
You're all being foolish. No, I'm going to bring Qingyu back home. If you want to put on airs, then go ahead.
You?
Don't forget, she's your own daughter, my own sister.
You, this child.
Miss, according to the test results, the bones in your finger weren't seriously damaged. From now on, you just need to rest well, take your medicine on time, and you'll recover in no time.
Thank you, doctor, for your excellent care.
You're someone Mr. Qin brought here naturally. I'll do my very best.
That's wonderful. Now I can paint again.
Sis, what a coincidence.
Who are you calling sis?
Hey! Sis, are you here to see a doctor? Too bad. Terminal illnesses can't be cured.
Oh, really? I think being brain dead is what's incurable.
How dare you insult me? But some people are just born unlucky. They're always losers. No matter how desperate they get, it's useless. Ah!
What? Afraid I'll hit you?
You jerk, stop pretending. My advice to you is to hurry up and order your own coffin. I, on the other hand, am going to make a name for myself at this art exhibition. I'll gain international fame.
Shinsixi. You even used my work to apply for foreign universities. You didn't actually think you could get in on your own merit, did you?
So she found out. So what if I used your work? What are you going to do about it? You're a dead woman walking. Go complain in the afterlife. Oh my.
Shishi. Shishi. Shensikshi, what are you trying to do to Qingyu now?
Brother, I'm not trying to do anything. I just wanted to apologize to her. If she hits me, it's only fair.
Qingyu, are you okay?
I don't have time for your little act. I have an art exhibition to prepare for.
She's going to the exhibition too?
Really? Qingyu, I'll definitely be there to support you.
Don't bother. When I was learning to paint, you never supported me, only doubted me. So now you don't need to put on this act.
Qingyu, are you saying all this just to upset brother? Is that it? Brother knows you've been wronged. You're upset. That's understandable.
Upset you? I don't have time for that. The one who calls you brother is still on the ground. She is your real beloved sister.
I've already told you, from now on you have no connection to the Shen family. And don't call me brother in public either.
Brother. I already had someone at Jingxin Academy break Shen Qingyu's hand. She'll just make a fool of herself at the exhibition. Tomorrow, I'll show you all who's really on top. I'll make you beg and plead to take me back.
Yeah, this artistic conception is something no one else could capture. It's really amazing.
This piece is so sophisticated.
You have excellent taste, Mr. Shu, to have found such a talented fiancé.
I've long heard of Miss Shen's reputation. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
I hear this exhibition has gathered works from Yuncheng's elite. I wonder who will take the top prize.
That goes without saying. It will surely be Miss Shen.
Thank you for your kind words.
Oh, honestly, what was the point of dragging us here? You should have just let Qingyu go home by herself.
If you ask me, you give her too much credit. That's why she's become so arrogant these days.
Father, Mother, please don't say that. We're the ones who owe Qingyu.
I suppose this must be Miss Shen's masterpiece. It's truly stunning.
Miss Shen's oil painting has a very distinctive style. You can recognize it at a glance.
This is my work.
Who is she?
Her painting. Why does it look so much like Miss Shen's?
Wasn't her hand crippled? How could she possibly paint something this good? Sister, you've plagiarized my work. How dare you show it off?
This is simply too brazen.
This is extremely malicious. No wonder this painting looks so much like Miss Shen's style. It's a copy.
I can't believe it.
Shen Sixi, you're the one who copied me. You're really good at twisting the truth.
Everyone, my fiance's painting is right here.
Truly a masterpiece worthy of an award. The way the light dances on the water is absolutely dazzling.
It's beautiful.
Father. Father, Chi-Chi knows your birthday is next week. I painted this especially for you to wish you continued success and good health. Please, Father, accept this token of my filial love.
Although you've done wrong, your filial piety is commendable. It proves I didn't raise you for nothing. Compared to some ungrateful daughter. The difference is clear.
Father, how can you say that?
Sister, even if my scheme was exposed, Dad's soft heart will make him accept me anyway.
Everyone, this painting was completed by my fiancé long ago. Some latecomer is just a pale imitation.
I never thought the esteemed young Master Zhu of the Capital Chamber of Commerce would turn out to be such a blind fool.
Qingyu, have you lost your mind?
And you? Your so-called fiancé's painting? This is also my work.
You and Shixi just don't get along. Since you're her sister, I won't say too much. But this time, if you ruin her reputation, I won't stand for it. You need to apologize to Shixi, now.
Apologize? This painting is a practice piece I did 3 years ago. Shen Sixi stole it and entered it into the art exhibition competition.
Sis, you need proof to make an accusation like that. This is clearly my painting. You can't just slander me based on your word alone.
You say you painted this, but this painting isn't even finished. Didn't you know that? It's an incomplete work.
What are you talking about?
Back then, I worked to pay for my own oil painting lessons. But the paint was too expensive. I only had a little, so I couldn't finish it. This painting is missing its most crucial element. Are you really unaware of that?
Now that you mention it, it does seem like something's missing.
It looks a bit bland. Yes. It's because to fit the theme of this exhibition, removed the seagulls from the clouds. That left the sky looking too empty. But that only proves the painting is imperfect. It doesn't prove it's yours.
Are you sure it's because of the seagulls?
Of course. Even if it's not a perfect piece, you still can't slander me.
Shen Sixi, you're such a fool.
You.
Enough talk. If you've got the guts, prove this painting is yours.
Shen Sixi, I can't believe you graduated from a French art academy, yet you can't even spot such an obvious mistake. The key to this painting isn't the seagulls at all. Because over the deep sea, there are no seagulls. This is what the painting was originally meant to be.
This is...
That's right. This painting. It's all about adding this touch of red to make it a sunrise. Otherwise, it's a sunset. The color palette for sunrise and sunset is different. Shen Sixi, don't you even know that?
After she added that stroke, it does seem different. Looks better.
Indeed. Could it be that this painting was really Shen Shishi impersonating someone?
Who said I painted a sunrise? I painted a sunset.
Right. Shishi originally painted a sunset.
You just said using this painting to celebrate Father's birthday, wishing Father to be at the peak of his career, but it turns out to be a sunset. Are you trying to curse your father?
You.
Shen Shixi, what do you mean? Even though she's an adopted daughter, but our Shen family has never treated you poorly. How dare you curse me?
No, Father, I didn't, Father.
Father, I believe Qingyu. Shen Shishi is scheming. Her intentions are malicious. There's nothing she wouldn't do.
Shen Sixi, what? Not saying anything? So, did you steal the painting or curse Father? Choose one.
Is what Shen Qingyu said actually true? Could it be...
No.
She would never lie to me.
Explain yourself. Why aren't you saying anything?
Father, Chi-Chi truly did not harbor any curse in her heart. Chi-Chi just made a mistake. How could I ever curse you?
This is so embarrassing. Let's go.
Father.
Chi-Chi, how could you make such a basic mistake?
Zhu. I was just too tired.
Shen Shixi, after you framed me and got me sent to the Tranquil Heart Academy, you stole all of my paintings. You used them to apply to university, to get into art school. It's just a shame you're so stupid. After all these years, you still haven't even learned basic color theory.
Zhu, you have to believe me. If I really stole your identity, I'll die a horrible death.
Shishi, why swear such a terrible oath? I believe you, okay?
Ridiculous. If oaths actually worked, then in this world, how could there be so many wronged people?
Sister, don't push your luck.
Since you refuse to admit it, let's have a contest. 3 days from now, we paint on the spot. Everyone here will be our witness. Do you dare?
She doesn't dare. She's guilty, isn't she?
Shensixi, you're hesitating. What are you afraid of?
She's clearly afraid to do it.
Looks like she's guilty.
Fine, let's compete. But not oil painting. We'll compete in traditional Chinese painting. Oil paintings take too long to finish. It's better to paint on the spot so everyone can witness who the real artist is.
Qingyu doesn't seem to have studied traditional Chinese painting. What if she loses the competition?
A person with true artistic talent excels at painting anything. Well, sister, do you dare?
Why wouldn't I dare? Shensixi, you stole my life, and now it's time for you to give it all back. We'll compete in traditional Chinese painting. As for who will win, we'll find out in 3 days.
Deal. It's been a while since I've seen such an exciting scene. Perfect timing. I'll take this opportunity at the exhibition to formally introduce to everyone. This young lady, Shen Qingyu, she is my sister, Qin Chuan's sister.
The sister of the head of the Qin family.
What?
So she's Mr. Qin's sister. No wonder she's so talented.
Miss Shen's painting is truly admirable.
Since we're competing in traditional Chinese painting, let's make it a proper contest. I have faith in my sister's talent.
Zhou, you must be tired today. Have some calming tea. I brewed it myself.
Shishi. From the moment we first met, I was captivated by your talent. But every time you paint, you never let me stay by your side. Why is that?
Zhou, I've told you before. I get nervous when someone's watching.
Really? Then in 3 days, when you paint in front of everyone, won't you be nervous?
I'll be nervous then too. That's why I want to ask a teacher for some guidance. I haven't painted traditional Chinese art in a long time.
You still need a teacher's guidance?
Zhou, if you keep doubting me like this, it truly breaks my heart. It was clearly my sister who plagiarized my work.
I just find it strange. You've never let me watch you paint.
This time you'll get to see. Zhou, please believe me. If even you don't believe me, then I might as well. I might as well be dead.
All right. Don't say such unlucky things. What kind of teacher do you want to ask?
Back when I was studying, I knew of a painter named Mubai. His landscape paintings are masterful. His style is unique. But he's very mysterious. He's never shown his face. Zhu, could you use your connections to help me find him for some guidance?
Okay, I'll look into it. We're about to become husband and wife. Of course I'll support you. I shouldn't let my imagination run wild. Shishi.
When she's not losing her temper with the Shen family, she's actually quite well behaved. Sorry, did I wake you?
Thanks for the coat, brother.
Boss, a teacher named Cao is asking to see Miss Qingyu.
Teacher Cao.
Qingyu. Qingyu, you've lost so much weight. Where have you been all these years? Why did you just disappear?
My family that sent me to Serenity Academy.
What happened? How could you end up in a place like that? No wonder you never came to paint with me again. I couldn't reach you either.
It's all in the past now. I don't want to talk about it. Teacher, how did you know to find me here?
Young Marshal Shen told me you were here. Someone asked me to invite you to be a tutor.
Invite me to be a tutor?
Yes. They said they've long admired your work. The ink paintings you asked me to sell before were all under a pseudonym, and you told me not to reveal your identity. So I came to ask you first.
I didn't want my family to know I was working my way through school. Who wants to hire me?
The second son of the Capital Chamber of Commerce, Xu Zhou. He says it's for his fiancée.
Oh. So it's him.
If you're not willing, I'll turn him down for you. But he's offering a hefty sum. Seems very sincere. Went through a lot of trouble asking around everywhere just to find me. He just wants you to give some pointers to his fiancée.
No need for that. Since he's so eager for my guidance, I'll go. We'll meet at your school. But I want double the fee.
All right, Qingyu. The paintings I sold for you years ago are worth a fortune now. Everyone thought the famous painter Mubai was an old man. This time, if you make a comeback under that name, the art world will be shocked.
Master Mubai, why choose such a shabby place for lessons?
Deceit. Brewmasters often don't sweat the small stuff. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Zhu, I'll listen to you. That woman, what's she doing here too? Could it be she's also here for Master Mubai's guidance? Shen Xingyu, you're here to study too?
Study? Not exactly.
Then what are you here for?
What I'm doing here. Do I need to report to you?
You.
How dare you talk like that?
Xu Gongzi, do you really want to go against our Qin family?
Today we spent a fortune to come here and seek knowledge. We don't want anyone disturbing us.
This is a school. Anyone has the right to come in and learn. Does your capital city chamber of commerce really have the authority to meddle in this?
Learning also depends on what kind of teacher you can hire. Sis, don't waste your effort. The teacher I hired with a fortune is Master Mubai. To receive even a word or two of guidance from Master Mubai is enough for an ordinary person to study for half a lifetime. But with your level of knowledge, sis, I'm afraid in this lifetime you'll never understand such a person.
Well, congratulations.
I heard that the mysterious painter Mubai will make an appearance here today.
Our editor-in-chief said that I must take his photo.
Master Mubai has been silent for 3 years. Everyone thought he'd retired. Who would have thought he'd show up today?
Of course. It's because I spared no expense and sincerely begged Master Mubai to come out of seclusion.
This must be Miss Shen Shishi, right? I recognize you. At the Yunsheng art exhibition, you and another Miss Shen had a painting competition.
Yes. To be able to get guidance from Master Mubai, you're truly amazing.
It seems that in the painting competition 2 days from now, Miss Shen Shichi is sure to win.
When you take photos later, make sure to get me in the shot. From now on, I'll be Master Mubai's one and only disciple.
A bit later, Ms. Shen Shishi, would you mind giving me an interview? I've already written the article. The moment you win, I'll publish it.
Sure. Sis, I think you should just back down now. What does it matter if you've latched on to the Chin family? If your virtue doesn't match your position, disaster will follow. But if you're genuinely willing to learn, after you lose to me, if you beg me nicely, I might be willing to give you some pointers.
Well, I'll be watching eagerly then.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Sis has never studied traditional painting. Even if someone like me from an art academy personally taught you, it'd be useless. I think you guys should interview her later, too. Ask her how she dares to compete with me.
Let's go. She, why did you have to act so arrogantly just now? Stirring up trouble.
Brother Joe. It's all because Sis was stirring up trouble that I ended up being misunderstood by my brother and parents. I just can't swallow this injustice. Brother Joe, don't worry. When Master Mubai arrives later, sees my work, and gives me some proper guidance. She's never studied traditional painting. How could she possibly beat me?
Mr. Su.
Teacher Tao, thank you for helping me get in touch with Master Mubai. Has he arrived yet?
Master Mubai, please come out. This gentleman is Master Mubai.
I am Mubai. I am Mubai.
Mubai. She is Mubai.
What are you pretending? How could you possibly be Mubai?
The great Master Mubai is actually a young woman.
Teacher Kao, are you sure you have the right person?
Miss Mubai and I have known each other for years. Back then, all her famous paintings were sold through me. How could I be mistaken?
It really is her.
So young.
Impossible. This woman has never studied traditional painting. Those masterpieces couldn't possibly be her work.
How do you know I never studied traditional painting? While you were out socializing and partying and having a good time, I was studying traditional painting. You just didn't know about it.
So she is the famous Mubai. A painter with such talent and skill couldn't possibly have plagiarized Jiqi's work.
Didn't you want my guidance? Well, I'll tell you now. You have no talent for painting.
Shinsing Yu, what nonsense are you spouting? You're practically on your deathbed and you're still putting on an act?
Forgot to tell you. My illness has been cured. From now on, I'll be waiting to compete with you in painting.
Stop filming! Stop filming!
Now that my guidance is finished, I won't take a penny less of my fee. You're welcome to stay for a simple meal. However, there's no food.
What do we do now? Is this still an exclusive interview?
Interview my ass! Get out of here!
How could they? Let's go, hurry up.
Brother Joe. Brother Joe. Brother Joe. Brother, what are you doing here?
Qingyu, I know I was wrong. Come home with me. I've done a lot of thinking. All this time, I didn't understand you well enough. I didn't trust you enough. I know, in the past, at home, you suffered a great deal. Give me a chance. Let me make it up to you, okay? I want to make up for everything the Shen family owes you. All of it. Qingyu, come home with me. We're brother and sister. Our blood ties can't be severed.
Some things it's because we're family that it hurts even more. Some things, once broken, stay broken. They can't be fixed with gold and silver. Like love. Like respect. I hope you understand.
Qingyu, I understand. Qingyu, I really do understand. I'm not trying to buy you off. I want you to see that I'm sincere. I don't mind waiting for you to come home. Qingyu.
Young Marshal Shen.
Qingyu, I'll wait for you to change your mind. I'll wait for you to come home, Qingyu. Qingyu.
No. If this keeps up, I won't have a chance to turn things around.
Why aren't they back yet? They're back.
Brother, weren't you supposed to go out today?
I've already finished my business and returned. So, did you come out on top today?
Not only did I come out on top, I made them pay.
I've got plenty of money. Just tell me how much you need, and I've got it covered. No need to stress over pocket change.
I know, brother, but I earned this with my own skills. I have my own plans for it.
All right. Go wash your face. The sweet soup is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Joe, don't go.
Let go. You still won't tell me the truth? Shen Shixi, do you think I'm a fool? Shen Qingyu is so talented. How could she possibly plagiarize your work?
Brother Joe, don't let Shen Qingyu fool you. She's so young. How could she possibly be Master Mubai?
I had it appraised. The landscape painting Shen Qingyu left with Chao Hui was compared to Mubai's work. It's authentic.
That only proves she's good at traditional painting. It doesn't prove that I stole her work.
Fine. Proving that is simple. Paint an oil painting in front of me. No matter the size, we'll see the truth.
Zhao.
You don't dare. You really were lying to me. No wonder you never let me watch you paint. So all the paintings you published were really stolen from Shen Qingyu's earlier work.
No, that's not true. Let me explain.
I was such a fool. I thought you were some gifted and brilliant artist. I gave you everything you wanted, but the truly talented one was your sister. You're just a habitual liar and a scheming woman.
That little darling Shen Qingyu just knows a few cheap tricks. I'm the one who truly loves you.
Our engagement ends here. I absolutely will not allow someone with such a twisted heart to marry into the Shu family.
You won't marry me?
No. It's over between us.
If you won't marry me, do you plan to marry Shen Qingyu instead? Zhu, you're the only one in my heart. I love you. You can't abandon me.
Jen Cixi, as a lady from a good family, you should understand what it means to part on good terms. Don't make this ugly.
It's fine if you don't believe me. At tomorrow's traditional painting competition, I'll show you who the real winner is.
Jen Cixi, stop deluding yourself.
Shen Qingyu, I will never let you peacefully come and compete with me.
Boss, help me wrap up this gold enamel pocket watch, please.
All right.
Uncle, last time, you promised me. Oh, what an unfortunate coincidence.
Stop right there. Is this how you react upon seeing your birth parents? Not even a single greeting?
Uncle, didn't they say they've cut ties with us? They've climbed to a higher branch now. They look down on us.
Blood is thicker than water. How can it be severed so easily?
Exactly.
Have you forgotten? I came from the orphanage. I'm not your daughter.
Qingyu, I know you hold resentment in your heart, but your mother and I were also deceived. As our daughter, must you keep blaming us?
Calm down. Qingyu, are you here to buy something today? Did you bring enough money?
That's none of your business.
Hey, wait a minute. Who do you think you are? Qingyu?
Qingyu!
Master.
Don't mind me. Go save Qingyu.
Miss!
Aunt! Help me! Help!
Miss! Are you all right?
Someone help! Help, please!
Doctor.
Doctor?
The victim's injuries aren't life-threatening. But this leg, I'm afraid we might have to amputate it.
Doctor.
What will Sun Feng do now?
We caught him. It was him. He untied the ropes securing the shelves.
You little rascal. You've got some nerve.
Please, Commander, have mercy. A young woman gave me some coins. She told me to sneak over and untie the ropes. I didn't know it would kill someone.
Who was she?
I don't know her.
Brother.
Qingyu.
Qingyu. Is your hand okay?
I'm fine.
I won't feel at ease this afternoon. If we don't find out who did this, not with you going to that painting competition.
Brother, I have an idea. Let's take this little beggar to the competition.
You mean... Good. We'll do as you say.
Commander Shen, thank you for trying to help me today.
Qingyu. Have we really grown this far apart?
Quiet, please. The theme for this contest is the deepening of autumn. The two young ladies may begin their paintings.
That Shen Qingyu. How can she still compete while injured? Does she even stand a chance?
She seems quite composed to me. Maybe she has some secret skill.
Time's up! Both young ladies have finished their works. What a coincidence. Both young ladies have chosen to depict maple leaves to express autumn.
What on earth did Shen Qingyu paint? Withered branches and dead leaves?
Looks like Shen Qiqi wins this round.
Shen Xingyu, your painting is so pathetic. How dare you compete with me? You lose.
Patience is a virtue. Some views require patience to appreciate.
So beautiful.
It really appeared.
What kind of technique is this? I've never seen anything like it. Truly innovative.
So beautiful.
What's going on?
This is my own unique layered dyeing technique. It takes time for the colors to develop.
Miss Shen Xixi's painting, while it captures the autumn scenery, lacks a sense of depth. Miss Shen Qingyu's painting has a greater sense of layering. From light to dark, the forest is richly dyed. It's truly astonishing. I believe the winner is clear. Does anyone have any objections?
No, none at all.
I declare Miss Shen Qingyu the winner.
Excellent.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Miss Qingyu.
Great.
So brilliant. Well deserved.
Impossible. You were clearly hit by the shelf. Your hand was even bandaged. How could you paint something so good?
How did you know? My hand was injured by the shelf.
That
day, you were there, weren't you?
No.
Take a good look. Was it her who told you to do it?
It was her! It was her! She gave me coins to loosen the rope.
How could she do that?
Move, move.
What are you doing? Are you going to arrest me?
Someone could have died. Do you realize that? Zhenfeng suffered because of you.
What? Continue. Why wasn't it you who got hurt?
So it really was you who did it. Both your mother and I were there. Weren't you afraid of hurting us?
Ah! You two blind fools. You heartlessly kicked me out of the house. Don't blame me for being ruthless.
You ungrateful wretch! How could you be so cruel? All these years I've loved you for nothing!
Ungrateful daughter.
My life's been miserable. Why should someone like Shen Qingyu have it good? As for you two, you're nothing.
Shen Xixi, you're insane.
Shen Qingyu. How dare you have a better life than me?
Then you can think about it slowly in jail.
Let me go, let me go, let me go.
Qingyu, all these years I've been blind to the truth. I actually raised a viper in my own home and allowed her to hurt you for so long.
Qingyu, please forgive us. We were so foolish in the past. Only now do we realize who the truly good child is.
I don't want to hold on to this hatred forever. But I also can't pretend like nothing ever happened. I hope you can understand.
Qingyu?
This is for you.
So that day you went to the trading company. Was to buy me a gift.
Xiaoxi mentioned your birthday to me. She always remembered it. From now on, every year, I'll give you a birthday gift on her behalf. Do you like it?
I do. But what if? I don't want to just be your brother anymore.
The days are peaceful now, and there's plenty of time ahead. As for the future, who can really say for sure?